Eliminate the workplace excuse. That's what leaders do. This is the Career Blind Spot Podcast.
CBQ question 1. What workplace buzzwords make you cringe?
That voice, I don't know what that was, but
You let it.
rockstar.
Ugh.
They're such a rock star, and I don't want to. No, I mean, well, I don't know. I never want to be a hater, but I can be. It's not using the word; it's the association that I'm like, oh, that person probably works really well, but has recently asked for a raise and been denied, and so they are good, but they're being called the rock star as a compensation prize.
Yeah, it's like that person who is like, I'm not going to get a raise unless I show them that I can work even harder than I'm working right now. And
Yeah,
it's dumb.
It's a red flag or a warning of, hey, this is not a bad organization, team, department, etc., but it is a organization that's more focused on the optics versus
Right.
the performance. I think true high performing people aren't celebrated, but like they're out on vacation or they're crushing their goals. They're not
They're not the
it's not-
squeaky wheel. Like, they're not getting the attention.
Yeah, they don't need the extra bells and whistles for meetings. How about you? What's something that makes you cringe?
I hate the take it offline. I hate that. I'm like, if you're going to fight, do it on this call to make this meeting interesting. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound constructive.
I didn't say it was meant to be constructive. I said, I want to know all the gossip. Let's get to yelling.
But I'm asking about cringe. So you're cringing when people want to take it offline?
Well,
I feel like you're saying you feel left out.
I do. I feel okay. Game
Yeah.
changer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate that one. It's like epic with millennials.
Yeah.
That one is so freaking overused. I just want to scream. My mom has just started saying it. I'm like,
Just
I need
now?
you- just now. And I'm like, I need you to stop. You need to stop.
Well,
What is this game? What have you changed? No, your new kitchen sponge is not a game changer. Dishes are not a game.
Oh, game change. I thought you started saying epic.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying it's overused like epic was.
23 skidoo. So the point of this is not to just be haters. Like there's a reaction there. And I don't think it's anyone's intent. I don't think managers are trying to call people rock stars as a way to insult them or patronize them. I think they're generally like, hey, this person, they do a good job and we can't give them a raise, or I'm not willing to. It's the Princess Bride quote of, you keep using that word, I don't think it means what you think it means. But more, you keep using that word, what do other people think it means? And if you're trying to, like, I like the phrase game changer, but I hear you on that people say it and it's like, ugh. It's like, no, we're saying this because this new CRM or this new GPT or whatever it is actually going to change the way we compete in this business. And so if you're losing people because they're all cringing at a word that died 10 years ago or longer, it's not the word so much. I think I brought this up in a different conversation about PETA putting out this list. It's like 10 years ago of word, like phrases that are mean to animals.
Oh, like beating a dead horse?
Or two birds, one stone. And a
Ugh.
lot of people would cringe. Oh, trying to tell me what to do, thought police. Fair. Okay. But it would make me think like, okay, why? And, you say these things, if people aren't receiving or people aren't doing what you want them to, and you have something to say, like the example I give is, if you're a math teacher teaching a bunch of sixth graders math and they're all failing, are they the idiots? Or maybe do you need to get better at the way you teach math?
I don't know. I guess you could have a whole classroom full of idiots.
Well, okay. So let's pick another one. Move the needle. I think that one is kind of played out, especially when we're not specific on what the needle is.
Right?
What's the point? When are we incentivized? When are we? I mean, no employee really wants to know penalty. We all want the reward without the risk. But when you're moving the needle and no one really knows what needle matters more than the others, that's annoying.
I hate when people say drinking the Kool-Aid because it doesn't mean what they're using it as. Drinking the Kool-Aid refers to that cult that drank the Kool-Aid to die.
Yeah.
And drinking the Kool-Aid does not mean like you're just getting on board with like whatever. Like it's stupid.
You're just a hater.
I
you
am a
need a
hater.
game changer. You need to eat some low-hanging fruit, take
Yeah.
that offline, and then circle back to me after you boil the ocean
Synergy
with the rockstar ninja guru pivot ownerships. Open the kimono. I remember the first time I heard that. I was like,
never heard that.
and that was like way before like
PC
cancel culture. But I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what? What are you gonna show me? And, but I kind of understood. Oh yeah, something we don't have here, but I think is important as we wind down. If you're stuck around this long, it's not be a hater. It's realize you might say these words, and other people are cringing against you, and it's like, well, what are they not hearing that you intended for them? And I think you brought this up the other day about internationally sports analogies,
yeah.
baseball analogies, fall flat, wet farts, and they might not always tell you. But I'm grateful for the international clients who have said like, hey, Juan, stop it with the football analogies. Like, we
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Any colloquialism like trips up international people, and that they're very aware of the fact that our language is extremely aggressive and violent. Like, it is crazy. Like, beat around the bush. They're like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you beat a bush?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? So
Even I think like the one that inspired this originally, which I haven't said, is iron sharpens iron. It's, not violent, but you're picturing
like
metal
swords.
and
Yeah.
swords, right? And I cringe because
Also,
I
who
usually
says that?
sales consultants, and I think for me it was like I felt like I wasn't included. It was like a different version of like the cool kids club, and that's a trigger on me that we talk about in therapy. But my point is that, or the point of this content in this episode is not that these phrases, hell, if these phrases rally your people and get everyone to show up,
Then
use them. But if they're not, or more importantly, they're not, consider the phrases, the ingredients, the earworms you're giving everyone. And just because it's being said doesn't mean
That
it
you're
works.
communicating what you want to communicate effectively.
Yeah, and here's one. I know I'm not the first, but it is a little bit of a controversial one. But like thoughts and prayers, for a long time, especially in the beginning, that felt like double birds when someone would say that to me. And for those who don't understand double birds internationally, it's like, screw you. Like, hey, it's more came off condescending. And I know that's not what people meant most of the time, or I assume so. But I think that's the important thing is, as leaders, we're saying all these words. I get caught up in buzzwords, and I would love to come up with software that puts you on mute when you've said 3 in under 5 minutes.
Yeah. Make it. We'll make $1 million. See
All
you
right,
next time.
We'll circle back. Let's table this. Let's see you for the next one.
I make this show for leaders, those who don't point fingers, but point towards ways they can do better at work. My ask for listening is you share the show on social and or with other leaders, established or aspiring. Until then, no talent, no culture, no excuses.